So can you tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do?
I'm a mother first and a grandmother, and I am a farmer. I do organic farming, and I grow vegetables.
Can you tell us a bit more about Umgibe, exactly what it is, about the methodology that you've developed, and also how you actually were inspired to actually do what you do?
Well, in 2014, I was diagnosed with cancer, and finding myself with no food to eat, I had to find a way to feed my family. And then I started growing vegetables in my backyard. But unfortunately, when they were just about to be ready, the chickens from the next door ate everything.
Oh no.
And needless to say, I was devastated.
Yes.
So I had to come up with a method that would make it possible for me to grow vegetables without the chickens eating them. That is where the idea came from. And I made a frugal structure that was made out of wooden structure, and because I didn't have any money to buy the growing beds, I used your ordinary plastic beds to grow vegetables. And before I knew it, I had climate smart, water wise, and frugal innovation.
Wow. And so what's been the journey so far with the particular device?
I must say it has been quite an interesting journey. I've gone from just feeding myself to building a business, a social enterprise, and I've actually impacted over 3,000 people indirectly, but I'm working with about 603 growers. And also I've just started the Stop Hidden Hunger program, which is aimed at working with 1,000 pupils, learners from different schools.
Can you tell me a bit more about the story of the girls?
The Stop Hidden Hunger campaign.
Stop Hidden Hunger campaign.
It started as something that was triggered by some girls from a school in Nokwazi. One of the girls said something that was quite profound. She said, "Sometimes I have to fast. I have to tell my mind that I'm fasting, because I never know whether I'm going to have food or not. So sometimes for 3 days I would stay without food, but I'll tell my mind that I'm fasting. That way it doesn't become hunger, it becomes a fast." And for me, that was just too much. After having faced that in 2014, I didn't want a young girl just still at school to find herself in that predicament. And I love this program, more especially the Seedpreneurs program, because with 1,000 kids growing as seedlings, germinating seedlings, that's 1,000 families immediately impacted.
I think that's what I like about your business model. When I think of a social enterprise, a social enterprise, we always focus on the output to say that I want to reduce hunger. But from what you're telling me is that from the seed program, you're helping young kids to germinate.
Yes.
And then those seeds are given to farmers.
Yes.
But those farmers are cooperatives. And those cooperatives are made of mama or gogo who are looking after 5 to 10 people per family. And so in that sense is that there's a ripple effect.
Exactly.
Your social enterprise is not just about, you know, the output of you setting up these systems that will now grow vegetables which you can sell. The output is that you are teaching young kids how to actually germinate and grow and solve their own problems.
Which is a lifetime skill.
A lifetime skill. You're teaching them how to fish, you're not giving them fish. And then you're giving grandmothers as well the opportunity to use their knowledge, their indigenous knowledge of growing. But I always say to people that work gives you a purpose.
Yes.
Work is not about money. It gives you a purpose to wake up. It's about self-esteem. And so you're giving more than food on the table or even money for them to buy stuff. You're giving them purpose.
Yes.
And then at the same time, you're creating these systems, you're putting them into schools. So for me, your business model is fascinating. What made you think of that?
It was 2014. Had a very, very life-changing experience for me. Some would say it was a bad time because I had cancer, but for me, I think maybe I needed that
Yes.
to just change my way of thinking
Yeah.
and realize that every second you have, you better make it count. If it doesn't count, then you're an oxygen thief.
I love that. If it doesn't count, then you're an oxygen thief.
Yeah, you are because look at it this way. Every day we wake up as effortlessly, and then one day you try to wake up, you find out that you are sick, and there isn't much you can do about it. But this time, I had to do something. I had a choice. I could have lied down there and felt sorry for myself, but I couldn't. I did something. I made a choice. So what I'm trying to teach these kids is that in life, something is dished up. It's up to you whether you eat it or you find a way of making it eatable if it's not. And life will always give you something that is not nice. It's how you react
Yes.
that counts. If I had not put those seeds on the ground, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. If I did not have cancer, I would not have been here. I would be pursuing my other life that I was pursuing, and not even aware that there are kids out there who fast so that they don't feel hunger. I know my purpose right now. It made me realize that I've been given a second chance, and each second for me is more precious. When you say a present day, we say as a matter of fact that in this present day. But guess what?
Yes.
Each day is a present. It's a gift
Yes.
that you are given. And if you are given a gift, it depends on you how you use it.
Yes.
And sometimes people discard it, and some people use it, make use of it. I'm deciding to make use of it. And my purpose in life is to stop hunger. That's what I want to do. To see each and every single home with a garden where they are going to be able to feed themselves, and if there is excess, they can be able to sell it
Yes.
and make a living. Those kids are instrumental to food security in this country. If we ignore our youth, it's at our detriment. Because where I come from, my mom and my dad taught me how to survive, the skills to survive. I never knew about it then. I hated it then. But guess what? Today, I couldn't do any job if you paid me, because this is what I was born to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma.
You're welcome.